There's a lot of hype going on around this figure, and I've been on the fence. I am a self-proclaimed buzzmod boy, and when I saw there was a new challenger in this fight here, I was like, So, does he measure up, or does he exceed every single expectation? Well, we gotta find out today. Back at it again, baby! Yes, what is up, everybody? Hello, my name is LeCompton. Welcome to today's in-depth comparison review. Begrudgingly so, because I didn't think I was going to get Demon Slayer SH Figuarts Tanjiro or any of the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba line. Like, what am I doing? I'm doing it for you, obviously, but this is going to be a comparison review because I consider myself more of a buzzmod boy than what SH Figuarts is trying to do or Tamashii Nations is trying to do. But I see some potential, I really do, especially for the price differences here. So Tanjiro looking really good in the box. You can see that they're already leaning into the colored themes on here. You got the side over here showing a little nice smiley product shot, and then him walking with Nezuka, and then just all of the stuff. And it looks like he comes with a decent amount of faces from what I can tell. You got the side over here, the top right here, and then the bottom right there. This was okay, so I got it from Nin at a Japan release, but by the time I opened it and got it, I believe it came out in the US. So we're not going to talk about the region here, but he does look nice in the box. So without further ado, let's get in. Do we still do the snaps with the gloves? I don't know, we'll try it. Let's go and get Tanjiro out of the box. Oh wow, actually louder with the gloves. And there is Tanjiro out of the box. Looking good. It looks like he might come with more than the buzzmod Tanjiro, so which is great. 3 interchangeable faceplates, 3 pairs of hands, 2 swords, a sheath, a hilt, and then a Rengoku-san hilt as well. Ooh, okay, all right, real quick. This right here, base price, $35. Yes, that makes sense because he is the main character. That's how they get you into the line, is they let you buy the main character for super cheap, and then they start coming out with the bigger figures. Like Nezuko's like $70, I think, which is insane. But $35 for this compared to buzzmod, which came with two interchangeable faceplates, 3 pairs of interchangeable hands, and 1 sword. Yes, it is before the Swordsmith Village arc or the Hashira training arc. I get that, but the difference here is night and day. That one is $100 more. Has an amazing cloak, but we'll check into this. So, ooh, I'm surprisingly excited already. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get in to this review. Alright, for articulation for Tanjiro, I can already tell this is going to be interesting as far as like moving this kid. So let's go ahead and get into it. So can look up about that much, looks good. Look down about that much, not too bad. Got a head tilt like so, head tilt like so, full 360, but you see how that neck is coming with it? Like the collar came with it. So I think you're gonna have to like hold the collar as you're moving the head so it doesn't like get all types of weird and wonky. Now, as far as like a T-pose goes, that's not a T-pose, that's a Y-pose is what that is. Okay, so looks good so far. That's what we're liking to see. But here's the thing that I've noticed. You've got this joint right here, so that's going in and out. But moving his arm up like a normal Tamashii Nations figure it's different. It does it, but it does it in a weird way. Like, it's very tight, but it's kind of telling me that don't do that or you're going to break the figure. So normally Tamashii Nation's figures, you know, go around, go up, go down, you know, that sort of thing. He can do that, but like you have to reposition it. So this part of the arm right here, the shoulder piece, you go right there and then you switch it. And you turn the sleeve and the Haori that way to where you're getting that motion. And it's not going around full 360, but oh God, it's so scary. Like, okay, so it goes all the way around and you can see that's got the joint right there. This has a separate joint. You can move the Haori to be all types of weird, and yeah, you got that right there. And then you line it back up. Now, as far as a double joint arm, that looks good. We do like to see that. I'm not displeased by that. I don't know if you're gonna call this is like a double bicep swivel is what's going on here. Now, ball joint within the wrist, as per usual for Tamashii Nations, you're gonna get like so, you know, move her around, no problems there. Butterfly joint. Butterfly joint, crossing over. We like to see it. I don't know, that Haori's freaking huge. So okay, it's gonna cross over is all you need to know. It's too big. It's too big to get them to both cross over, but it lets you know that, hey, he can hold the sword with no problems. There's not gonna be like an arm that's like trying to pull back because it doesn't have that range of motion. Ab crunch you're gonna get like so, which looks pretty good. Okay. All right, the reason I'm making this face is we did that, but look at that big ass gap. Maybe it's to do like, you know, poses like that. So you got a big ass gap right there as far as like the limbo style. Pushing it down, no problems there. Now, as far as like a torso tilt, you're gonna get like so. Torso tilt, you're gonna get like that. Can he twist? Okay, so he can twist his upper torso, which is good. So, let's just move that all the way around. Holy fuck. Okay, cool. Goes all the way around. I don't know, but as far as this is my biggest thing with is, okay, I didn't get Figma. I didn't want to. I hate Figma figures. But this is what I was worried about right here, and it looks pretty good. You've got 3 separate ball joints for the Haori to where they can go up. Can they go around? Yeah, they can like twist and do all types of motions there. So it kind of see, okay, so you can move it around like that if he was going from one side to another there. So that looks good. I'm impressed. Also, it goes up like so. That's good. And yeah, we already saw all of that. So this part is separate. It doesn't look like it has any type of joint right there. So going back down here to the lower half, put yourself back together, Tanjiro. Can kick up like that. Okay, that's what we're gonna get like that. So it's not it's not the greatest, but it's not terrible. I've seen worse. Double jointed knee, big ass knee, but this thing right here is the same motion that the buzzmod gets when you apply the extra leg. And I'm gonna show you all this here later, but just as far as like reference points goes, it looks like he can hit all of the articulation points that the buzzmod can do for both of their stuff. Now, as far as this calf piece right here, it looks like, okay, ooh, that's cool. Okay, so there's a separate, okay, that is fucking awesome. All right, so there's a separate joint right here to where he can move that down and move it up, so it's not just static. So I do like that. As far as his toes, can point down like so, point up like that. Ankle rocker, you're gonna get like so, and then ankle rocker, you're gonna get not much right there, but okay, toes not too bad, not too bad. I like it. And then the thing I failed to mention is due to excitement. You got a thigh cut right there and the leg there. So articulation for Tanjiro Kamado. I think I'm impressed. I'm impressed so far. $35 figure, no QC issues so far, but it's doing the stuff that buzzmod can do or can't execute for one single leg. You know what I'm talking about? All right, paint apps and sculpting for the boys. So we've already kind of like dissected this Haori, so I'm not really gonna go into it too much, but looks really good. You can see the hair is like a two-tone, matching the anime perfectly. You got that red tint that's hitting the tips there, and then the darker brown spots or darker brown area, kind of like, you know, roots. There you go, roots. I don't know why I'm not a hairdresser, I didn't think of that word, but roots. Darker brown roots there. So Haori looks good. No shading whatsoever, but I don't see any type of paint imperfections on it. I don't see any type of paint rub from what I've done so far. It looks good. And then the thing that I like is it's giving you the illusion that there is, you know, there's an actual sleeve right there with the Demon Slayer core uniform right there. So that looks good. The buttons look good. The collar looks really good as well. You can see it's got a little bit of kind of like some sculpting or definition, giving it that like, oh, it's a shirt. Belt looks good. White, nothing really going on right there. Going down here to his calf pieces though, those look really good. There's no shading on this whatsoever is what we're really trying to say. But as far as those flippy flops, those look good. So I think it looks good. It's a $35 figure, but it doesn't look like a $35 figure. The biggest complaint I have heard from the buzzmod Tanjiro is it doesn't look like Tanjiro. It doesn't. Like, it looks very Precious Moments-esque. Like look at that. Okay, so it does look good as far as like the paint apps, the shading in the eyes and whatnot. But looking over here at SH Figuarts Tamashii Nation's Tanjiro is just like night and day. Yes, there is one smiling and the other one is not. So I don't know, do we need to do no, we can't do a proper comparison of smiling Tanjiro, but the thing we can do is like look at the breakdown here. So buzzmod, more of a brown scar, and also you can see a little bit of like paint stuff going on right here. Tamashii Nation's more of a darker red scar, matching more of the anime. The eyes on both of them, I'm gonna give it to Tamashii Nation's here again. Like you can see the irises, they're a lot more defined compared to buzzmod. Buzzmod it looks good, sure, but it's like it's dark brown. It's like a dark brown, but also got like some red tint in there. As far as like the lining around both of them, I'm gonna, oh my god, Tamashii Nation, you gonna take this one again? Lining around the eyes, I'm gonna give it to Tamashii Nations again here. Like all of it looks really good. You can see that buzzmod has the tiny little dotted lines over the eyes there. Look good, but there's something about them like to where they almost blend together. The Tamashii Nations, it's got that, but it's not so blended in. It's not so bulky. And then the eye shape, Tamashii Nations again, it's got the oval shape, but it's like those rounded, sharp edges that look really good to me. And then the last thing here is the mouth. The mouth, Tamashii Nations takes it again here. It looks way more natural. Precious Moments Tanjiro from buzzmod, just, I don't know. The one thing I will give buzzmod here is it does have the correct earrings right there. It's got the red rising moon with the blue circle, to where this is, it's red with the gray. I feel, yeah, no, that's right. Every single aspect of this face takes buzzmod's Tanjiro by no comparison. Okay, Smiling Tanjiro looks like him, looks really good. Scar, same color as the other one. We're not gonna go into it too much. Pupils look fantastic. The smile is so screaming Tanjiro, it's unreal. The earrings still look really good, and damn, this you got no comparison, buzzmod, not right now anyways. Okay, this one is so easy to do, and like, okay, looks great. Lining around the face looks fantastic. The teeth, it's not just a square box of teeth there, it's got some shape to it. Also, the Hashira symbol is coming through, or the Hashira mark is coming through on the forehead, and the eyes look really good. Even under here, lining around the eyes. This one, we can do a full stop comparison right here. Obviously, I'm not going to compare it as far as like the Hashira mark, because this is like early season 1 Tanjiro that like came out like many years ago. But the teeth look okay, eyes look good, lining around the eyes looks good. Doesn't have the lining on the forehead, so I mean, like, it's no comparison at this point, but I do feel like I have to do it just because, you know, I'm a self-proclaimed buzzmod boy, so there might be some people out there that are like, I don't know, I'm sticking to my brand. All right, there is no yelling buzzmod face that came with the original Tanjiro release there. So this looks good. Lining around the eyes, does not have the Hashira mark on the forehead, which is fine. The thing that I wanted to point out between this one and the last one are the angry faces. Their earrings are like to an angle here, like look at that. And then when you look at the static normal faces, they're hanging down, just down. So it's something. I don't know if it's the right choice, but I guess it kind of makes it look cooler here. The mouth, nothing to write home about, like it's just pink, no differentiation, dark parts in there, but the eyes look really good, and I'm just overall pleased with every single one of these faces, Tamashii. So God, I'm staying true though, okay? All right, so Tanjiro's most important, I guess, effect or, you know, accessory that he comes with is his Nichiren sword. And over here on the right, I have got the buzzmod compared to the left, which is the Tamashii nations here. And as you can see, it looks pretty damn similar, I would say. Like, really looking at it, you can see that the Tamashii nations has the gray going all the way up, and then the black edge of the sharp part of the katana. This one, it's all black. There's really no differentiation between the two here. And as far as like the hilts go, they both have the same wagon wheel sort of thing. Now, what I'm noticing here is this wagon wheel hilt it's solid. It's not translucent. You don't see anything through it. Same thing on that side. It does look good. It's matching what it needs to. Over here on the buzzmod side, I don't know if you care or not, but see that? Like, it goes right through. You can see all the way through it there. So that is the difference on the blades there. But the rest of it is where we're going to really start picking this apart. The other thing that I didn't mention is the sword, the blades. The buzzmod is just a little bit longer here. Like, you can see it's same thing as far as the sheaths go. Like, it stops right there compared to where that one, if we really push it right there, that's where it stops. So there's a size difference right there. Now, as far as like the shape of it, the size of it, I guess you would say the detail of it. So the difference here is this has a ball peg little hole where you can put it on Tanjiro's belt. This one has no such thing, because on the buzzmod version of Tanjiro, he's got a loop in his belt to where he can actually just put it right through with no problem. On the Tamashii Nation side of things goes, you've got that ball peg to where he can put it on. Now, Zoro, I absolutely hate Zoro's sword. This looks like it goes on very easily, no problems right there. So I don't know what I like more. I'll let you know when we get to the actual final thoughts of this, if this actually hinders any type of movements or anything. But from what I can tell, since it's on the ball peg, it's not going to have the same static properties as the buzzmod, to where the buzzmod slides in and does not move. This one, you got a little bit more give with the ball peg. Real quick here, buzzmod on the right, Tamashii Nations on the left. Same thing can be said about the hilt. I guess you would call it the wagon wheel hilt right there. See-through, not see-through, but it does have the peg to put on both of the hilts for the swords. All right, I'm gonna cry on screen here. The Ringok hilt for the new Tanjiro sword there looks really good. The colors on it look great, and yes, I did take this off the handle. It can go on very easily, like so. Boom, right there. We got the Ringok-san hilt there, which looks great. Now, buzzmod does not come with a new Tanjiro Nichiren sword, and look at that, it's got the kanji right there at the base, as you can see right there. Obviously the Rengoku hilt, and then the blade has more of the sharp blade that we know and love from the series there. So updated sword for this, which makes sense because this Tanjiro looks like he's from the Sword Village or the Hashira training arc. Now, the one thing that buzzmod has on Tamashii Nations, especially this Tanjiro figure, is the extra stuff that it comes with. And obviously you can see it came with a Nezuko box, a fire breathing flame effect here to where you can disconnect the flame wheel, and then also you've got the flame base right there. The 2 extra legs, I've always been a little off on them, and I know this is a review for the other figure, I get that, but I just want to show you the differences on the stuff that it comes with. 2 things that, as far as I've been like a little iffy on, is the folded legs there. I'm always cool like when they give us the pillows or, you know, things like that, but the coolest part about the legs is when your buzzmod figure cannot hit that pose, you can pop out the foot and then put in the regular foot to where it makes it look regular there. So we do like that. Now, I think it was like $130 at time of release. Effects, pillow, extra stuff. I don't know if it makes it worth it to have that price over this figure that we're reviewing right now. So this might be in the contender to, okay, I think we need to switch, guys. All right, full comparison for what buzzmod came with compared to Tamashii Nations. So I will say buzzmod comes with more inconsistencies, QC issues, because when I ordered this Tanjiro, I got 2 right hands, and it's weird. I don't know what happened with that, but it's fine. This one, you've got the open hands, and then the other buzzmod hands, like, these are more wide. These are a little bit more flex. They're kind of like giving the fingers a workout here. And then of course you've got the sword holding hands there. So nothing has changed with like what they came with. It's just buzzmod came with two extra hands. I didn't like it. All right, the biggest question anytime we get a new line with a already pre-established line in the past here is, what's the height look like? What does it line up where it should be? And what I can tell you so far is this is 14 centimeters. This boy's 14 centimeters. In the past, I did a very, very in-depth size comparison with this guy and the rest of the buzzmod line that came out at that time. And I can tell you that Tanjiro is exactly where he needs to be with the rest of his figures, is like Nezuko, Zenitsu, Inosuke, and then Akaza. Like, all of it lines up perfectly. So for this SH Figuarts Tanjiro to be the same height as buzzmod, it's nothing but good things so far. Can Tamashii Nations keep that momentum, that correctness going throughout the line? I don't know how tall Nezuko is, and I will go ahead and tell you this: I'm not getting her. I'm not. Don't at me. I'm not doing it. I love this Nezuko. So I I think he looks really good with these guys so far. So with all of that being said, will Tanjiro Kamado be that ever-loving potato boy and receive the coveted Got to Freaking Have It award and get the new line recognition that Kimetsu no Yaiba deserves? Or will he be a flash in the pan and screw it up for the rest of the line? Find out after this short break.
俺たちと一緒に柱を目指そう。気をつけて。いいぞ、昇格だ。指先に全集中。鬼滅の刃ポット。セガトイズ。
Ladies and gentle collectors, are you entertained by Tamashii Nation's Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer? What are you thinking? Because man, I was so like, look, I wasn't ready to hate him. I wasn't ready to like just not give him the benefit of the doubt, but kinda was ready to do that because I didn't think that this was going to match up to the buzzmod line that I've fell in love with so far, and I think there's some good things about buzzmod, but man, we're talking about this figure right here, and dude, this is a great premiere for the Demon Slayer line. Can I say the same thing about Gyu and Nezuko? I don't think so. I really don't. I'm not impressed by their faces, but we're talking about Tanjiro again, okay? Talking about him. Dude, he's amazing. Like, his articulation is nothing to scoff at. Like, yeah, like you see it and you're like, okay, what can you do? But he can do some pretty damn good, like, split poses, like with the legs all the way spread out and then the knees kind of like crotching up and like, oh god, it's so good. The faces are so good as well. Just fantastic. The things that I have had a little bit of problems with, which is like not any bad things at all, it's just getting him to do like a dual hand holding on the sword, like getting them to connect and not make it look awkward to where the wrist is doing like this or something is a little bit of a challenge. It's not too crazy, but it does come to a challenge, as in like one of those hands is gonna pop off, but you'll be able to put it back on and then get the pose right and everything like that. I love the additional, like, so I didn't show it, but there's an additional like forearm, I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. There's an additional forearm like piece within the sleeve that moves back and forth just a little bit, but it helps. Same thing as far as like the calves. Those, like, I did show you that, but they move just a little bit back and forth, giving you a little bit more posability than you would expect looking at this figure. The price is so good. $35, like starting entry point for the main character of this series. Yes, the rest of them are going to be around like $70, $80. We get that. But like Luffy came out for $35 and he was fun, he was good, but like he had some problems. I have not run into any problems with this Tanjiro except for that little hand holding thing that I was telling about. So dude, I love this figure. I can't gush about it enough. The one thing I will say, and I think that Tamashii Nations is leaning heavy into this effect piece pack here, because on my shorts channel, which is over there somewhere, I'll put it down in the description below, but they're coming out with DLC like packs for the series. So like Luffy got one and now My Hero's getting one. I am fairly confident that if this line does decently well, that we're going to get some in effect. That's what I'm thinking. That would make this figure like just absolutely lose my mind. But I'm gonna go ahead and go into my rating scale. It is hate it, like it, love it, got to freaking have it. And even without the effects, this figure is a got to freaking have it. Dude, he's so fun. The faces are so expressive. The articulation has blown me away. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. I have seen nothing but pretty good things about this figure, so I don't know. Was I too easy on him? Let me know. Stay tuned next week. I don't know. I don't know if Trunks is gonna get here. I don't know if Kid Buu is gonna get here, but if they do not get here, we are going to go back regularly scheduled program of doing old and then new and back and forth. So Yamato from One Piece's raid on Onigashima arc. I've still not gotten to her on the series, so I can't really speak to her too much, but I've got something on her that has made her just such a better figure. So stay tuned for that. Guys, thank you so much for watching this, and until next time, Compton out.